Hi Signets, it's Bibi. I am back with another video. I know that everyone says that. I don't know why that's the go-to, but that's what came to me. Very unoriginal. Anyway, I'm here to kick off a collection series, which it's pretty appropriate, right? This time of year, either at the end of the year or the beginning of the year. I think this is going to kind of go into the next year. People like to show off their collections, or I don't know, if you don't like the word show off because it has negative connotations, we can say people like to recap their collections at this time of year. Uh-oh, we have an incoming kitten. We rescued a kitten. She was 2 weeks old. Now she's 7 weeks old. She looks kind of like Godzilla with how close my camera is, but she is still small. As I was saying, collection. I'm gonna kick off this series with my playing cards, and I am also going to call this collection series 2024 because it's starting off the year of 2024. And like I said, I think I'm gonna be making videos for it sporadically and into the next year or the new year. Right, so playing cards. I don't know where I got all of my playing cards. I'm gonna try to do my best to tell you, but I guess let's just get into it. The first one, where I don't remember where I got it, I think I got it at a store, you know, like just like a boutique. It's by Designworks Inc. It's just, I think, called Playing Cards. It says Fortune Favors the Brave. It's the same on each side. It has a cute little like embossing with the same quote on the sides. I like tigers. I was born in the year of the tiger. Cool, it has like a red inner lining. I like that. The backs are the same. It feels a little bit smaller than like a poker size. I have a standard deck, so let me find like my bicycle deck really quickly. Okay, here's my bicycle deck. Maybe it is standard. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. This is old as heck. It's missing cards, or at least one card. We will just use this as our comparison. So yeah, it looks like it's the same. Yeah, it's the same size exactly. This is what the jokers look like. I have to admit, like, I was a little bit disappointed with this deck because it was less interesting on the inside than it looked like on the outside, you know? And it doesn't have a lot of contrast, if you notice. Like, the red and black isn't, like, neither are very saturated. So, I mean, it's useful. Like, it's a deck that it's obviously designed with, you know, intention and consideration. Ooh, like the embossing you can kind of see on this side. Can you see it? Weird. But it doesn't wow me, really. I just keep it because it's always useful to have a playing card deck. And I guess I could get into what I use these for. I don't use these for divinatory purposes. I have been read by someone else, like years ago, with a playing card deck, and it kind of blew my mind, which was really exciting. And maybe I'll get into it later in life, but I'm just a fan of graphic design and art direction and cards in general. I grew up playing a lot of card games with my family. So yeah, I think it comes from that, just kind of the novelty of having like pretty cards. I really do miss playing cards. I would love to do like a weekly or bi-weekly card game with friends. This next deck is one that I purchased from Gemeer, and I forget what her collaborator's name is. I'll put the information below, but this is a hand-painted deck, so the backs all have this like really cute heart. Am I focusing? I think. So it makes it really special, but it doesn't make it very easy to use, because if you notice, they don't really sit. You hear that? They're thicker in one area and thinner on the sides, right? But it's, like I said, a really fun novelty. And I love pinup, I love erotica, warning, nudity. I also, yeah, I love like boudoir photography and vintage pinup photography and just like fetish photography, fetish art. You can see like they're sticking to each other. And this was just such a cool, fun project. And there are repeats, so it's not this like a different image for every card. There aren't 52 individual images. But it's still really fun. Sorry, I've like looked through this once and it's very sticky. It's just so sweet. I think I would definitely use this deck. I mean, it obviously has like a Valentine vibe, right? I forget what they called it too, but I'll find it. I'll look it up. These are so good. I know that I'm spending a lot of time on this one, but I just like, it's a photography deck and it's so pretty. But yes, so this is that deck that I don't remember the name of by Gemeer, and I don't remember her collaborator. Sorry to sound like a broken record, but I will find out and I will put it below. I don't think that they have copies left. This, I believe, was a limited edition, but you know, it's in my collection, so I had to show you, and it's just so cute. It can't be hidden away. You can't put baby in a corner. The next one I got secondhand, or I guess it was just a gift from a friend, and it's also missing, I think, at least one card, which bums me out because I feel like I would use this deck. It's Roger Vivier, a Parisian like fashion house. I believe they specialize in accessories like shoes, maybe bags. This one, the backs are really cute. These are all standard size so far. This one's like illustration, really whimsical. I really do love, even though the minors, I call them minors, the numbered cards are like more minimalistic. I still really like them because they feel like quirky. I love that for the clubs. Ma'am, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, missy. Yeah, like they're so cute. I need to find out which card it's missing and maybe I'll just make it, you know? I feel like the illustrations too on the quartz really remind me of like fashion magazine commentary or like editorial like illustrations, like Vanity Fair. It's just like very on brand for a fashion house, you know? So that's my Roger Vivier playing card deck. I have a few more. I don't have a huge collection of playing cards. I just thought it would be fun to share these since I don't think I have shared most of them. I love this box, by the way. It's like a gift box. Feels luxurious. This one was a Kickstarter, and I bought this alongside the Vinder deck. This is the Voxa deck, I believe. Oh my gosh, this kitty, I'm sorry. She's just very curious at this age. So this is the box. It has like a clamshell box, which is really cool. Is this not gorgeous? I have passed on the Vivier deck. It was a tarot deck. I didn't really use it. But this one is really cool and really special, and I will not ever pass this on. So these are the backs. It has yellow edging, matte edging. And then every suit is a different type of like plant family. So, oh yeah, these are the jokers. I think they're both upside down. Very cute. Okay, so the clubs are forest and Mediterranean, and then it'll tell you what each plant is in each card. The diamonds are grassland, high desert, and savanna. The spades are alpine and tundra, and the hearts are tropical and aquatic. Is that not the coolest thing? Oh, I love this, I love this, I love this. Okay. So this is what they look like, and it's just, oops, focus, okay. Are these not freaking gorgeous? Like when I saw this on Kickstarter, I just had to have it. I think a lot of these are upside down. But I don't know, I think I'm just a sucker for like watercolor. Sorry for the shaky camera, she's playing with the stand. Why are cats always so interested when you're filming, Someone answer me that. It's like, you're not paying attention to me, even though usually I don't want you to pay attention to me at all. Like blackberries or boysenberries, I don't know what these are. I guess we could look it up. Okay, wait, 2 of clubs, raspberry, so cute. We've got some moss. Voxa deck, super awesome. Someone come over and let's play cards, please. What card games are your favorite? I used to play as a child, like Rummy or Gin. I would also play Hearts. Hearts is really fun. In my 20s, I learned how to play a game that's like casually known as 13. And that's really fun. That's probably like my favorite, just because no one knows how to play Hearts, so there's that. And then, I'm trying to think. When I was a kid, we played this game called Hand and Foot, but other people call it something else. And like you have 2 hands, and I don't know how to play it anymore, but that was really fun. And it was always really fun to play like when you played with a big group of people, so you'd have to play with multiple decks. That was a blast. Yeah, and then on my mom's side, we played Chicago Rummy, and that had like 7 different rounds, which was cool. I don't like any card games that are like physical. So I don't like Egyptian War, which I mean, every kid played regular War, right? These looked like there was one. Okay. Okay, so the next deck is I think it's called the His and Hers deck, and this was another like pinup deck by Mosh or Miss Mosh. She was a pinup model. I don't know if she still is. She might be. So there's like a his card, and I'm sure there's a hers card in here. And this is just kind of some pinup photography that she's done throughout the years. She used to be my favorite pinup model. She, when she was like younger and doing like different styles, like I think her style changed obviously as she's gotten older, which is like, it does for all of us, but I kind of like her older pinup stuff more. Some of these like aren't my favorite, but they're still really cute. I don't use this deck very often. I feel like I should like pull it out more, you know? But yeah, she's really great. Anyway, so this is the Mosh deck, or the His and Hers. I can't find my hers card. Maybe I got rid of it. Interesting. Can you see a theme happening here? This one I think I got on her website. Okay, the next two are Kickstarters. This one is the 1920 deck. I got one of these for myself and then one for my brother because it's really cool and they're based on, they're based on like different parts of society in kind of an alternate 1920s world. I don't know how to explain it. And I wish there was like a little guidebook that came with it, but maybe I can try to figure it out. So let's look at the quartz. The numbered cards are really cute too. I love the cups. Okay, so we have spades, we have clubs, okay, we have diamonds, and we have hearts, okay. And then here are some more. I might be able to tell. Oh my gosh, so cute. I just love like hand illustrated playing cards. And there are some playing card decks out there that I do want, like Usi has a playing card deck that's round that I'd really love. That's an ace. Okay. So I don't know what the B is. I forget what that is. But I think that this is like the scholars, like the academics. And then the clubs are, I believe, the government and like technology. Oh, yeah. And then the hearts are like the aristocracy. Interesting that like this is the only one that has a dog. And then the diamonds are like the artists. You know? I think that's how it goes. Yeah, I wonder if I can find like a write-up online. I know on the Kickstarter campaign, it did talk about like the story behind the deck, but it would be really cool to have more of that, like a short story or something, or like, you know how a lot of tarot decks are based on, oh no, based on novels? I think that would be really cool if there was a book and that like the deck was based on that. It'd be really fun. Hey, Editing BB here. I just wanted to give you some more information on this deck because it's really interesting and cool. So I went back to the Kickstarter campaign and it looks like there was an add-on option for an art book that explained more of the world and the lore of the deck. But I was able to find in the campaign some more detailed and like more accurate information from like what I just described to you. So I'm just gonna read through these screenshots really quickly so you can know more fun stuff about this really cool project. 1920 is a card deck featuring hand-drawn, retro-inspired illustrations on front and back. Each suit captures a different style that was popular in or around the 20s. Art Deco for clubs, Art Nouveau for hearts, Bauhaus for spades, and the 1920s animation style for diamonds. In addition to the regular face cards, the 10 also has a special symbol, each representing the core essence of the quartz. All suits have a little background story, adding up to a world in which they exist. This quickly evolved into separating the suits in accordance with hierarchical structures within a society. I've usually only seen kings and queens in different colors and clothes, but I enjoyed the idea of having a king and a queen of completely different social groups. Each suit represents one social group: the government, clubs, academics, spades, royals, hearts, and the rebels/opposition, diamonds. I like exaggerating characteristics a bit when it comes to telling stories, so each of them are paired with a style that matches the essence of this social group. For example, the government is strict and hierarchical. So they are represented by the angular square shapes of Art Deco. The royals spend their times indulging in their luxurious leisure activities, reminding me of the flowy and almost untouchable nature of Art Nouveau. Since this world is, in fact, not set in the actual 20s, but set in a fictional world, it gave me freedom with the visual design. Among other things, I changed up the traditional gender roles a bit, so not every king is male and not every queen is female. Some kings and queens aren't married, and not every jack is, well, human. So I think when I first backed this on Kickstarter, I didn't have the funds to get the art book as well, or maybe I didn't have as much of an interest in it. I'm not sure if I thought that the deck would come with a little white book like a tarot deck would, but I have since reached out to the creator to see if I can still purchase the digital download of the art book. So I did that just really this morning. So I will let you know what she says, and if she does send it to me, maybe I'll do a little walkthrough of this deck. But yeah, this is the 1920 playing cards. It's kind of like a futuristic 1920s, like I said, an otherworldly, different universe 1920s. But I thought that it was like really cute, and backing like playing cards on Kickstarter is really affordable, and you get this beautiful artisanal handmade, I mean not handmade like at home, but you know, like hand-drawn thing, which is really cool. The other one that I got on Kickstarter, or the last one that I got on Kickstarter, was the Tulip playing cards. These came from China, I believe, so they have like extra packaging for safety. This is the box, really gorgeous. Like, yeah, cannot resist a good ribbon. And tulips are one of my favorite flowers, especially these ones with like the wavy petals and like multicolored petals. Like, oh, I love those so much. This is very Art Nouveau inspired. Yeah, I think, and it's still in order too. Like, how gorgeous is that? Are we focused? Dang, my camera just like does not want to cooperate lately. So we have diamonds. Okay, then we have some face cards. Jack, Queen, King. Let me focus my camera again because it just really sucks. The clubs, those colors. Love it. King, Queen, Jack of Hearts. I love like the yellowy color. Like it's not really expected, and it's probably not what I would have done even, but like there's something about it that just like works. I don't know. And then the two jokers. I love the aces too. So this is the Tulip playing cards. Just another like cutie that I found on Kickstarter. Oh, and the backs. I didn't even show you the backs. Holy crap. That's like my favorite part. And this is another part that I'm like, oh, the fronts seem like one vibe, like Victorian almost. And then like the backs seem, I don't know, the colorway doesn't feel like it goes. This is like more soft and pastel, and this is like more vibrant. But the backs just like do it for me. I love it. And these ones are a linen finish. They're super smooth. And lastly is my newest addition, is the Christian Laqua Maison de Jeu playing cards. And this one I saw on Rose Honey Rituals deck collection video as well. And this is currently available. So you can get this online. it's on multiple websites, and it's also like in boutiques. So I was in Silver Lake the other weekend, maybe last weekend or the weekend before, and I literally saw it in a boutique, and I was like, oh my God, because I had actually ordered this from Thrift Books, and it came from the UK, and it took forever to get to me, and it was practically the same price as if I would have bought it in the store after shipping, which was kind of upsetting. But this is like a box set. It's a double card set. So it's Maison de Jeu, and it's the same exact one. So they have two different backs, which is kind of weird, because if you're playing with two decks together, which like if you're playing with like 4 people or more, like you often do play with 2 decks together, it's kind of not a good thing to be able to like know which deck is which, because you can kind of, it's easier to count cards, you know. But it has this like beautiful box. And there's another Christian Laqua deck. It's the 7 Families deck, and I don't know how to play that game. Apparently it's an older game, but I want that deck, and I will learn how to play that game. So one side looks like inlaid wood, like this, or like stained wood. Christian Laqua, it also used to be a fashion house, like apparel fashion house, but now it seems like they only do like home and accessories. I don't know if they brought back Christian Laqua recently, but I know for a long time like it wasn't producing clothing. But yeah, they're identical. Oh wait, I guess I can show you the backs because those aren't. And then I'll just flip through one of them. Another like funny tidbit about this is that the building that I live in has this little weird area of like the clubhouse room that is it's fully wallpapered in a Christian Laqua wallpaper. And wait, is it the same backs? No, it's not. Okay, so this room in my building, like it's not even a room, it's just like a corner of a room, and it has like a chair, I believe, with Christian Laqua upholstery, and then the wallpaper too, and it's all matching, and it's all cards. And there is a card that is a tarot card and not a playing card. It's Le Monde, the world, and I'm wondering if in the 7 Families deck that card is in there. So that's why I really want to get the 7 Families deck, so I can kind of like figure out what's going on, right? So let's look at the cards themselves. But like, how funny is that? So some of these cards are on that wall. Maybe I'll go take some like B-roll so you can see. But yeah, this is very, I don't know, eccentric rich people in the 2000s. I like, my favorite cards in this deck are the more like simplistic cards, like this one. There's one with a beetle on it that I really like, but I just think it's really fun, and I really had to get it because it tied into, you know, where I live, and I think these are like usable cards. Like, oh, this one's cool. Yeah, like I could see myself actually using this deck. Okay, of course I like didn't flip to it, but I like this one. And then honestly, my favorite card is this one, the 2 of diamonds in this deck. I like the more striking, like less visually like busy ones, but like I said, I'll still use these. So this is the Christian Laqua Maison de Jeu playing card set. Let me know what you think. And that kind of rounds out my playing card collection. Like I said, it's not very huge, but I hope you enjoyed it. And this is video 1 of who knows how many in my collection. I think what I'm gonna do is, like, for ones that really stand out on their own and that people kind of want to know about, like playing cards or maybe major only decks or mini decks, I'll do dedicated videos to those, and then the rest I'll probably just do random. Like maybe I'll even do it in like alphabetical order or something, because there's too many ways that you can categorize decks and they overlap in category. Like for example, if I did all my collage decks and then I did all my animal decks, like what if I have a collage animal deck, or if I did a black and white deck but it's an animal deck, like you see how it gets messy. So I think I'll just do maybe like, here are a set of decks, this is number 1. Here are a set of decks, this is number 2. Meg has been moving, and so she has just been like showing stuff as she's packing things, so there isn't really a rhyme or reason. And honestly, I feel like that keeps it fresh. It's like makes me want to keep watching the video because I don't know what's going to come next, you know? But yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for being curious. And my mom's coming. I gotta go.